I can't be sitting there and one day get tossed out by, for political reasons, by activists. That would be unacceptable. That's all that matters. Now let's move on.
Okay. Well, just one question.
Now let's move on.
Well,
Elon Musk was recently at the Qatar Economic Forum. For the first time, I actually saw what Elon looks like when he's pissed off. After all of these things have happened to him in the past, with Tesla and his dealerships being destroyed, people destroying cars, him getting threats on his life, I think he's finally reached a point where he's fed up. Let's get into it.
I can't be sitting there and one day get tossed out by, for political reasons, by activists. That would be unacceptable. That's all that matters. Now let's move on.
okay. Well, just one question.
Now let's move on.
Well, one question before we move on to other companies, which is that I wonder if some of what has happened to Tesla in the last few months, did you take it personally?
Yes.
And did it make you regret or think twice about your political endeavors? Because
I did what needed to be done. The violent antibody reaction, and I'm not someone who's ever committed violence, and yet massive violence was committed against my companies. Massive violence was threatened against me. Who are these people? Why would they do that? How wrong can they be? They're on the wrong side of history, and that's an evil thing to do. To go and damage some poor innocent person's car, to threaten to kill me. What's wrong with these people? I've not harmed anyone. So, something needs to be done about them. And a number of them are going to prison, and they deserve it. And more will.
You're referring to the attacks on Tesla showrooms, but I think...
Yeah. Firing bullets into showrooms and burning down cars is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Those people will go to prison, and the people that funded them and organized them will also go to prison. Don't worry.
But wouldn't you...
We're coming for you.
Wouldn't you... But wouldn't you acknowledge that some of the people who turned against Tesla in Europe were upset at your politics, and very few of them would have been violent in any way. They just objected to what they saw you say or do politically.
Well, it's certainly fine to object to political things, but it's not fine to resort to violence and hanging someone in effigy and death threats. That's obviously not okay. That's absurd. That is in no way justifiable at all, in any way, shape, or form. And some of the legacy media nonetheless have sought to justify it, which is unconscionable. Shame on them.
Let's talk about your other companies then and other business areas. SpaceX.
I can't blame him for being very upset from all of the different things that have happened to him. We've seen people get 20 years life in prison for damaging these Tesla dealerships. But we've also seen some people damage vehicles, and then their mayors and governors let them walk away without any punishment. So hopefully everyone that has been involved with doing any of this vandalism and was essentially terrorism, domestic terrorism, can all get caught. And, hopefully Pan Bondi and Kash Patel will do their jobs and make sure that these people get charged and hit with the full extent of the law. Now, you have to wonder, does Elon Musk have any regrets? Does he have any regrets at all for all that he's done? And it looks like in his face and his demeanor and the way he's saying things that he might. I'm just keeping it real with you. He might have some regrets he didn't know that. I mean, he had to have known that this was going to happen, but maybe he didn't know it would get this bad. But I would say that I'm glad that he did it. We definitely needed it as a country. We needed someone to step in and do this, and he's the man for the job, and he did it. So there's a little bit of resentment there, I feel. But like he said, he did what needed to be done. And all his companies are going to flourish and bounce back, and he'll be richer than ever. So I think in the long run, he knows that everything will be just fine. But you have to think that getting all of those threats on your life after literally trying to save the country would take a toll on your mentality. And now you're behind on everything and trying to play catch up on everything. dealing with the fake media, the fake news media, these far left media sources, people asking ridiculous questions. After a while, it's just like, you know what? I'm tired of being in the limelight. I just want to focus on my success and get back to doing what I'm doing. I'm sure President Trump is very, very glad that he had Elon Musk on the team. And Elon saying that he's not going to donate again might just mean that he believes that Trump will get the job done and the right people will get in office the next time. The $250 million did not hurt Elon Musk at all. I can assure you that. That's what he donated to the Trump campaign. That is nothing when you're worth $300-400 billion. But it still is a lot of money, and it was more time and effort and damage to his reputation than anything. I don't know. We'll see. I think he'll be just fine, but you can visibly see the frustration in his eyes and probably tired of getting asked dumb questions by these people. I know I would be. But shout out to a true patriot, Elon Musk. I think he deserves lots and lots of praise by the American people because he has done so much that no one else was willing to do. We've got lots of billionaires that could have done so much to help this country, and they didn't. They just sat back and watched. Elon was the one that went and put everything on the line to make sure that President Trump got in office, to make sure we had the Department of Government Efficiency, to make the government more streamlined, and to do his best to make this country a better place. Let's see how it all turns out. I don't know how I truly feel all the way about Elon Musk because I don't agree with some of the things in the future with AI and Neuralink. There's something fishy about that. But I definitely believe he's a true American patriot and that he did this to help save the country. I want to know from you guys, what do you think? Do you like Elon? Do you think that he was actually pissed? Do you think he has any regrets about any of this? Drop a comment down below. You're watching Unexplained Outlook. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.